Lay. Sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Kane is in the building.
Yeah. Already the show goes on all night.
Hi, my name is Mary.
My name is Mike Farrell.
And my name is Mike Repish.
And today we're talking about Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Jean Piaget was known as a cognitive constructivist. He was the first to study the development of children's thinking. He believed that children were active agents in their own development and that their experiences with the world helped them construct a scheme of how things function. He proposed that as a result of brain maturation, innumerable environmental experiences, and the children's natural desire to make sense of and adapt to their world, cognitive development proceeds through 4 distinct stages: sensory-motor, preoperational, concrete operations, and formal operations. Each stage is hierarchical, which means that each stage provides a foundation for any subsequent stage, and so the child progresses through them in a particular order. Also, some children are in transition in one stage to the next.
Stage 1. Sensory motor. Begins at birth. Schemes are based largely on behaviors and perceptions. Children can't think about things that aren't immediately in front of them, and so they focus on what they are doing and seeing at the moment. Examples of the abilities acquired at the stage are object permanence, realization that objects continue to exist even when they are removed from view, symbolic thought, representation of physical objects and events as mental entities, also known as symbols.
Stage 2, preoperational, emerges at about age 2 to about age 7. Thanks to their rapidly developing symbolic thinking abilities, children can now think and talk about things beyond their immediate experience. However, they don't yet reason in logical, adult-like ways. Examples of the abilities acquired in the stage are language, rapid expansion of vocabulary and grammatical structures, intuitive thought, some logical thinking but based primarily on hunches and intuition rather than on conscious awareness of logical principles. Limitations to the stage are egocentrism, inability to view situations from another viewpoint.
Stage 3. Concrete operations. Emerges at about age 6 or 7 to about age 12. Adult-like logic appears but is limited to reasoning about concrete, real-life situations. The abilities that are acquired in the stage are distinction between one's own and others' perspectives, recognition that is one's own thoughts and feelings may be different from those of others and do not necessarily reflect reality, class inclusion, ability to classify objects as belonging to 2 or more categories, conservation, realization that the amount stays the same if nothing is added or taken away, regardless of alterations in shape or arrangement. Stage 4, formal operations, emerges at about age 11 or 12 to about adulthood. Logical reasoning processes are applied to abstract ideas as well as to concrete objects and situations. Many capabilities appear that are essential for advanced reasoning in science and mathematics. Examples of acquired abilities in this stage consist of ability to draw logical deductions about situations that have no basis in physical reality, ability to identify 2 or more competing hypotheses about possible cause and effect relationships, ability to envision alternatives to current social and political practices, sometimes with little regard for what is realistically possible under existing circumstances.
It says, if you hit a glass with a hammer, the glass will break.
I knew that.
And then this one says, Dawn hit a glass with a hammer.
I knew that too.
So what happened to the glass?
It broke.
It broke. Why did it break?
Because the hammer's hard.
If you hit a glass with a feather, the glass will break.
No, it won't.
And this is the second rule. Dawn hit a glass with a feather. What happened to the glass?
Nothing.
Nothing happened? Why didn't anything happen?
Because the feather was soft.
First one says, if you hit a glass with a feather, the glass will break.
Okay.
And the second one, Dawn hit a glass with a feather. What happened to the glass?
It broke.
And why did it break?
Because the rule says if you hit a glass with a feather, it'll break. So if you hit a glass with a feather, broke.
Contributions of Piaget's theory. Set the foundation for understanding the ways adolescents think. Proposes a constructivist approach to education. The classroom as an exploratory, discovery-based environment. Teachers as facilitators of knowledge instead of dictators of knowledge. Limitations of Piaget's theory. Sequence of the stages is supported, but the ages coinciding with the stages debated. Piaget may have overestimated the ability of adolescents, underestimated the importance of education, social interactions, and culture. Doesn't focus on how adolescents process information, attention, memory, etc. Overemphasize the importance of physical environment.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.